We're all pretty used to AI that can chat with us, write things for us, even spit out some code. But what if it could actually do things for us? I mean, not just suggest, but actually execute. Okay, let's get into this because we are right on the edge of the next giant leap in AI, the rise of what we're calling autonomous agents.
Think about it for a second. Whenever you use a chatbot for a really complex task, you're basically the project manager, right? You have to feed it the right prompts, you have to check its work, give it the next step, and then the next, and the next. Don't get me wrong, it's incredibly powerful, but you're still doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Well, a new kind of AI is showing up that completely flips that script. The idea is so simple, but it's totally revolutionary. You just give it a goal, a final outcome, and it figures out the rest. It charts the course, it grabs the tools it needs, and it does all the work to get there on its own. All right, so let's properly introduce these AI agents. And just to be clear, this isn't just about a smarter chatbot or a slightly more helpful copilot. No, this is a massive shift in how we're going to collaborate with machines. So, what really makes an AI agent an agent? The key is right there in the definition. It can perceive, decide, and act. Here's a better way to think about it. A chatbot is like having a brilliant researcher you can ask endless questions. An AI agent, though, is like a super skilled intern you can hand an entire project to. It doesn't just give you information, you give it a goal and it just runs with it.
And this image, honestly, shows that journey perfectly. With chatbots, we, the humans, do most of the work. Then came copilots, where we started to really collaborate and the AI handled pieces of the puzzle. But with an agent, wow, the AI takes on the whole thing. It breaks down the goal, picks its own tools, and just does the job from start to finish. Our role shifts from being a micromanager to just being the supervisor.
Now, this isn't just some sci-fi theory. This stuff is already happening. So let's look at two of the big players that are really showing us what's possible, but from totally different angles. OpenAI's Operator and a fast-growing competitor named Manus.
Okay, so here we see two completely different philosophies at play. On one side, you've got OpenAI's Operator. Think of it like a digital apprentice. It literally learns by watching you click and type, and then it mimics those actions right inside your web browser. But on the other side, there's Manus from the Chinese team Monica.im. It's more like a black box. It works behind the scenes in its own secure cloud environment, using tools like code interpreters to build and deliver a completely finished project.
And here's Operator doing its thing. The user just says, hey, find me 2 tickets to a fight in Vegas for under $750. And boom, Operator takes over. It opens the browser, it runs the search, it finds the options, it's automating all those little clicks and searches you'd normally have to do yourself.
And it's not just for simple stuff. Look at this, it's tackling something way more complex, travel planning. The user just gives it a destination and dates, and Operator does the rest. It navigates the booking site, compares the flights, and gets the best option all ready for you to just click Approve. It's really acting like a digital assistant for your daily grind online.
This table right here, this really nails the key difference. Comparing an agent like Manus to a tool we all know, like ChatGPT, just highlights this incredible leap in autonomy. See, with ChatGPT, you're focused on the process. It's like asking an expert for advice on how to build a deck, one step at a time. With Manus, you're focused on the goal. You don't ask for advice, you just ask for a finished deck. And that's why the output is so different. Manus gives you the final files, the reports, the website, while ChatGPT gives you text. It's the huge jump from low autonomy to high autonomy. And when you have that kind of freedom, you unlock some seriously powerful capabilities. Manus can take on these huge business tasks from start to finish. It can analyze all your store data and tell you how to fix it. It can sift through 100 resumes, pick the top 5, and schedule the interviews for you. It can even write, test, and deploy the code for an entire web app. It's actually doing the work, not just talking about how to do it.
Of course, with all this power and autonomy, you know there's going to be a whole new world of challenges and risks. So let's look at the hurdles these agents have to clear, especially this tricky concept people are calling the responsibility vacuum.
I mean, this autonomy raises the big question. What happens when it messes up? If an agent misunderstands you and books a non-refundable first-class ticket to the wrong country, who pays for that? Who's on the hook? And if its ability to get past security checks is used for something malicious, who's liable? This is that responsibility vacuum. Right now, a lot of developers are just slapping a research preview label on everything to avoid liability, which leaves all of us in a very fuzzy legal gray area.
And it's not like these things are operating in the Wild West. Developers, especially in the US,
have to navigate this incredibly complex maze of regulations from the CCPA in California to the DMCA. The agent has to be built from the ground up to protect our data, respect copyright, and be fair, all while working on its own. It's a massive technical and legal tightrope they have to walk.
But even with all those challenges, the market is not waiting around. The commercial potential here is so huge that the big money and the big players are already making their moves. They are placing a billion-dollar bet that this agent model is the future.
I mean, just look at this insane growth curve from Manus. In May of 2025, it was doing about $41 million in annualized revenue. Just a few months later, by August, it had more than doubled to over $90 million. And by the end of the year, it blasted past the $100 million mark. This isn't just hype. This shows that businesses are adopting this tech at a mind-blowing speed.
And here's the kicker. The real proof that this is a huge deal? According to reports from major financial firms, Meta is in talks to acquire Manus. Now, this isn't just an investment. This is a massive strategic move by one of the biggest tech companies on the planet to swallow this technology whole and put it on the fast track. The shift is here, and the giants are paying very close attention.
So what does this all actually mean for us? For the future of how we work, for our whole relationship with technology? Well, it seems like we are witnessing the birth of our new digital coworkers.
The secret sauce behind a powerhouse like Manus is its multiple agent architecture. It's not just one big AI brain doing everything. It's a team. You've got a planning agent that acts like the project manager, breaking the goal down into little steps. Then you've got a bunch of execution agents that work at the same time to get all those little tasks done. And finally, a verification agent comes in like quality control to check all the work before it gets delivered to you. It's basically a digital assembly line.
And that's exactly why this is so much bigger than just a smarter Siri or a better Alexa. We are really talking about the beginning of an entire workforce of digital specialists, agents that are experts in research, in coding, in marketing, in data analysis, all working by themselves to achieve the goals that we set for them.
So, of course, this leads us to the final and most critical question. The goal is no longer just to work with AI, but to direct it. And as these agents get more and more capable, moving from simple little tasks to entire complex professions, it makes you wonder, when your AI agent can do your job, what will you do?